Conference matchup as the Eastern Florida State College men's basketball team takes on Daytona State College. Live from the Titan Fieldhouse on the Melbourne campus, it's the Titans and Falcons, and it's next. Oh, we are ready for a Mid-Florida Conference showdown here at the Titan Fieldhouse, number 15 in the nation. Eastern Florida State College taking on Daytona State. Good afternoon and welcome to Melbourne, everybody. Alongside my friend Victor Anderson, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thank you so very much for joining us here for Titans basketball on WEFS. And Titans back on this home floor for the first time since losing to Central Florida a little more than a week ago, but they got some help from their rivals there tonight.
Ironically enough, Jeff, it was these very Falcons got knocked off College of Central Florida back on Wednesday, and for giving the Titans the opportunity, if things break their way, can still win the conference.
We'll pause now for our national anthem, going to be performed by the Cocoa Tigers Marching Band.
National anthem.
Misty Martinez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Misty Martinez knocking out the national anthem with some style there. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup. Daytona State coming in 16-8, 2-4 in Mid-Florida Conference play, and led by the freshman Bryce Williams.
A tremendous player, had a big performance in a knockoff in a victory over College of Central Florida. 19 points, 7 rebounds, had 6 3-pointers the last time these two teams played. So Williams, along with his Falcon lineup, has the potential, if they play the way they played on Wednesday night, to come here to Melbourne and knock up the Titans.
Of course, if he can score 26 again against Eastern Florida, that will go a long way to help upset Ahmed Ali, the man who had now 1,000 points in his history here at this school, and he's a guy that, and you talk to their coaching staff, they are keying on.
Pick up that 1,000 point in that 25-point victory over Florida State College at Jacksonville. Had 6 assists and 6 rebounds and 7 assists to go along with those 19 points with that 1,000 as well. Ali in a very balanced Titans lineup can give this Falcon team some fits offensively, especially with the rebounding offensively.
The lineup's being introduced to what happens to be a great crowd here at the Titan Fieldhouse. We'll introduce you to you here right now. Daytona State College, along with Bryce Williams, you're going to see Corey Calloway, Carl Genty in the backcourt. Jeff Kalangis, a guy, one of 3 starters who average in double figures, and Giovanni Frazier, the sophomore forward from Coral Springs, will be in the starting lineup as well. Eastern Florida will counter Michael Nuga, Jalen Warren, the Canadians, the usual suspects in the backcourt, along with Ahmed Ali. Eli Abayev and Silas Adhiki will be the forwards. Jeremy Schulman in his 8th season there on the left, trying to get the Titans back into the winning column here on this home floor. Eric Pastrana, first season head coach, former assistant coach at places like FIU and Stephen F. Austin, as well as K-State. So quite the pedigree, now in his head coaching debut season. Referees, going to be Mark Deatley, Brent Haskell, and Stanley Lewis here this afternoon.
Really the interesting thing, Jeff, about this matchup, you're dealing with two teams that win in different ways. The Titans like to go up and down the court, averaging over 90 points a game. And for Daytona State, a team that likes to grind it out, like to try and battle you down on the boards and make it a close game. When they played here in Melbourne last time, it was 70-62 game, one of the lowest outputs for the Titans this season. Can Daytona State replicate that and kind of close out the game that they couldn't do when they faced the Titans earlier this season?
You mentioned trying to stop Ahmed Ali. Daytona State, the Falcons did just that in the previous meeting. Just 5 points for Ahmed Ali, his season low in that game. It will be Giovanni Frazier and Silas Adhiki to tip it off, and we'll have to do that again. Tips into the backcourt and controlled by Carl Genti, the freshman out of Miami's Dr. Kropp. He's on the wing right now as Daytona State, as we call the action, moving from right to left. And a quick block. Adhiki getting his first, knocked out of bounds.
And we have somebody with his length and his range. You can be able to close out shots just like this. Good job switching on the pick and roll and swats it with the left hand.
Jeff Kalangis, sophomore, to inbound. Shot clock at 10. Kalangis now moving will be Williams, we talked about in the open. Shot clock to 3, got to get something off. Nonchalant, and the shot clock will expire as we see Coach Eric Pastrana for the last 5-6 seconds imploring his team to get it off.
And a good job by the Titans switching near the top. Anything that was coming across, they switched on those pick and rolls, and that led to that shot clock violation.
Titans will have their first possession. This is Jalen Warren, one of the best freshman point guards in the nation. Nuga, and loses the handle. Loose ball picked up, Corey Calloway. So coming up empty on the first possession, each team. Williams moving the ball quickly around the perimeter, mishandled a bit by Genti. Shot clock now at 10, turned over, Adhiki comes up with it, ahead to Nuga. Abayev won't jam it in, and it's a lead for Eastern Florida to start it off.
And a beautiful job, Aaron pass right into the hands of Adhiki, and you get the transition 2-on-1.
Just underway. Baseline. Long shot off the mark. Adhiki the rebound. Warren, and now it's Ali. Let it fly, Drano, and it's 5-0 to start.
And a quick timeout by Coach Pastrana. Didn't like the defensive transition the last 2 possessions. Sloppy passing and ends up with 2 baskets, the 3 by Ali and the slam by Abayev. And next thing you know, Daytona State with a 5-0 hole and not really getting what they want.
Eli Abayev, high of 21, had 18 rebounds at Florida State College Jacksonville on Wednesday. Over 400 points and 500 rebounds for the Washington State offeree. Started off with the jam, and then Ahmed with the 3, and they're off and running here.
And you gotta, if you're Daytona State, you have to rely on what worked for you when you came here to Melbourne. Slowing the game down, because if you keep playing at this pace, you're playing right into the hands of the Titans. They like to run up and down, especially at the misses and turnovers, getting you out in transition.
Daytona State in black. 2 schools with very similar color schemes. Backdoor was cut off that time. Here's Williams. Calloway up top. Again, shot clock under 10. Trying to slow the game down. You got to get a quality shot off. They've yet to do that. There's a 3. From the wing at the buzzer goes in. And Genti gets the Falcons on the board.
So frustrating as a defense. If you do everything you can, as almost getting that basket in the foul was Warren. But it's so frustrating defensively, Jeff, where you do everything you can, you switch, you rotate, you close out, and you hit it to get a 3 with the shot clock running down.
Kalangis with the personal foul. That will put Warren at the line, where he is a 65% free throw shooter. Freshman out of London Basketball Academy in Canada. And sinks the first. Warren's made 3 straight starts. Big future here at Eastern Florida. Misses the first, but the rebound back to Ali. Abayev tipped it to him. Shot doesn't go. Warren will back it out. Fresh shot clock. At Hickey from the corner. It's short. And eventually corralling the rebound was Giovanni Frazier. So 1 of 2 from the line. And it's a 3-point lead for the home team. Williams will kick it out. Genty, make it 2 for 2 from long distance.
Genty's going to have to keep on hitting those shots. If they're going to worry about the dribble penetration along the baseline, Genty's going to have to continue to hit those shots. He's a 32% shooter from downtown for hitting his first 2.
And answering is Ali. Bang.
You want to know how you get 1,000 points? You get wide open looks and knock it down just like Ali did. 6 quick points for him.
9-6 the score. He will start things. Callaway down the baseline. It goes up and out of play off of Eastern Florida. Here come some substitutions. 3.5 minutes in.
Daniel Jackson to come in, see his first action, and right now Daytona State really utilizing Gentry in that 3-point shooting to their advantage, hoping that Eastern Florida State can close out on him and give lanes with dribble penetration later in the possession.
Kalangis, sophomore out of Trenton, New Jersey, but played high school at Jacksonville Mandarin. He will inbound the basketball. He can fill it up too. Had 34 points in a loss to Miami-Dade in November. Comes out to Mark Gordon for the first time. Big man slices and dices, but comes up empty. Warren ahead. Abayev! And he's hacked. Foul will be on Bryce Williams.
Like a great defensive play by Bryce Williams. You see, good job by Warren. Get out in transition with the easy pass. He gets the nice athletic block by Williams. I got the arms as well.
He got his money's worth. Abayev to the line, a 70% free throw shooter. No problem. Makes the first. Averaging 9.5 points per game, Eli. Captains of this team. And that one comes up a little short. So 2 trips to the foul line have been split. 10-6 the lead for Eastern Florida. Genty getting trapped is Kalangis.
And I call a foul going over the back was Jack, and he looks like favoring his right hand. His Kalangis was diving for that loose ball right along the Titans sideline, right along the Titans bench.
And he was smothered. It'll be Falcons basketball as you look at Eric Pastrana. Miami native. His team down by 4. Gordon to inbound. 4 minutes gone by, opening half. Callaway now into the corner. Shot clock under 10. NBA range 3 for Williams, in and out. Rebound Warren.
Not the shot that Coach Pastrana wanted in that last possession. He wanted to keep swinging the ball out.
And not the result that I think Jeremy Schulman wanted there. Is no shot opportunity, it's turned over.
Rasheed Brown checking in for Daytona State, and Brown's going to be somebody coming off the bench, could try and help out Bryce Williams, who's been held scoreless so far through the first 4+ minutes.
Rasheed Brown very active on the ball, 3.6 assists per game and 46 steals. That leads the team. Kalangis taking the ball top of the key. Now on the wing. Callaway. Here's Gordon. Long distance. Got the bank, which is open here apparently on Saturdays. Did the shrug as it went through.
Hey, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Warren back to Ali, steps inside, drives. Ali up and under is good. Ahmed Ali, he's got 8 points.
Tremendous job by Ali switching it off each hand.
And there's the Windex from Silas Adhiki. Ali, Abayev, Adhiki.
Nope, offensive foul.
Offensive foul before.
Went a little bit too out of control. If he just stays in control like he did on his block on the other end, he gets the easy assist, but 2 blocks and both of them with the left hand.
3-point basketball game.
All right, they're gonna add a few seconds on the clock. Should be 14:41 left in his first half.
Down by 3, the Falcons with the basketball. Gordon. Allen just entered the game. Clive Allen dishing it off down low. That pass was cut off. Long 3, an easy rebound by Jack. Logan Folsom into the game for Eastern Florida. Jack will jack one up, and it's over the backboard. One of the best shooters in the country, Nathaniel Jack's been a little cooler as of late. Still 6th in the region from 3-point range.
Shooting just over 41%. One of the true marksmen, not only in the conference, but all in this nation.
He was closer to 50% about 3-4 weeks ago. Struggled a bit late, and that's the nature of being a shooter, streaky sometimes.
Yep. You can see Daytona State really trying to drive inside, but Adhiki is really cutting them off and forcing them to be a jump shooting team.
Good shot there at Kalangis. He's on the board, and it's a 1-point basketball game. Folsom to Abayev. Jack loses the handle, but a reach-in foul going to be called. Kalangis not inclined to agree, and he'll have to take a seat with 2.
Kalangis trying to reach in. Got a little bit too greedy trying to reach in with that left hand. As you mentioned, Jeff called for his second foul.
Each coach going to the bench here early on with this energy. Junior Madut in the game. Freshman from Australia. Folsom, the Melbourne product. Kicking out to Ali, Dyson. Folsom, who's got some range, knocks it down. Logan Folsom. Lead extends to 4. Gordon to Allen. Eastern Florida in a 2-3 zone. Allen inside, Frazier trying to turn it around, runs into a wall. Eli Abayev comes up with a loose basketball. Folsom dribbles inside, off the glass, won't fall. Brown's got it, and he's fouled. So Adhiki picks up the personal.
It seems that Daytona State is still having trouble really adjusting to how they play that 2-3 zone. And the thing that's really been the key for Daytona State is that the top of that 2-3 zone, the guards switch. So it looks like for a second they're going to go man-to-man, but when they switch, it's still staying with that integrity of the 2-3 zone, and the Falcons have had a little bit of trouble adjusting to that in this first half.
Clive Allen moving into the corner. Boy, requesting permission for a flyby, then down low and missing the bunny, who was Frazier, but he's bailed out by the foul.
And that's going to be a foul on Logan Folsom late. And you got that lane closing out on that 2-3 zone. Folsom coming in a little bit from behind with a little bit of push in the back.
Almost after the ball had left. Frazier goes to the line, a 76% free throw shooter. And that's a nice stroke there.
Jalen Warren check it back in.
Jack sits down. Frazier will not get the second. 15-12. This key Mid-Florida Conference matchup. Daytona State, the only team now to have knocked off the College of Central Florida. They've now lost just one. Eastern Florida now will have another game against them and maybe can pull tie atop the standings coming up. Got to get through this one first. It's not going to be an easy challenge. Shaq Carter and Folsom playing back and forth. Kick out. Madutz with one on the shot clock. Folsom tried to buy the foul and did not get it.
And that's Daytona State's mantra. You're going to make you run down the shot clock and force you to a tough contest. As you saw with Folsom when the shot clock running out, a little bit of counterattack, but not enough to warrant a foul. Now the Falcons have an opportunity. If they can get a good look at a three and try and work into this zone, maybe possibly the tie.
Under 12 to play, opening half. New conference rivals this year as Eastern Florida has moved from the Southern to the Mid-Florida. Just not quite in sync on this attack. That one's flat, but the rebound corralled by Williams.
And this is what you have to do when you have those long misses off the three in the zone. You have to offensive rebound and get the ball back.
There's an air ball from Gordon. Easiest rebound of the night so far for Abayev, who's got the basketball now. Captain regroups. Warren. To Shaq Carter, who was flying high but couldn't get it to connect. Madutz, and a blocking foul. So
a tough break there for Daytona State. It looked like they're almost in position for another offensive foul. And a good job, a little pick and roll, but Carter could not bring it down home.
Had it went though. It's one of those you break your fingers, hit that so hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Going to the line will be junior Madutz, 66% free throw shooter. Man, raised in South Sudan, but coming to Eastern Florida out of Australia. Good all-around player, still finding his way, according to Jeremy Schulman.
And for Coach Schulman, bringing in players to surround him, Ahmed Ali to utilize the length, and not only that, players who are active on both ends with the length and the activity. He's been a prime example of that.
The foul was on the floor, so no free throws for Madutz. Ahiki gathers it among the trees. No shot. Not a foul on Frazier.
Really playing now right into Daytona State's hands. It was more frenetic pace for the first 5-6 minutes. The Falcons have slowed it down, forced Eastern Florida State to play more of a possession by possession, and especially in the half court. Now giving them a chance to go in transition, which is what they love to do.
Ahiki backing out with 14 to shoot. Jalen Warren forced out. Shot clock to 5. Obi Folsom from long distance. Money honey.
2 threes for Folsom off the bench.
Off balance shot and bailed out by the foul as Williams knocked down.
Now look at this. Good job on a nice little fake on the pick and roll by Carter. And Folsom hits it. That's going to credit that as a 2. So Folsom with 5.
A 5-point lead for Eastern Florida, but going to the line to shoot is Bryce Williams. Had 26 points, a season high in the previous meeting on the 17th of January. And he makes the first. On the board, Williams, who talked about on our open, from Tampa originally, but matriculated to Bushnell, Florida, played at South Sumter for the Raiders. Makes them both. And Montre Edwards entering the game for the first time for Eric Pastrana.
And the Titans are making a conscientious effort to not let Williams be the reason that the Titans lose this game. Make everyone else around them do the work. Williams has yet to hit a field goal, and surprisingly, the Falcons are only down 3.
Relatively low scoring first half as Madut will let it fly. And that's a three. Junior Madut, who had 19 points, a season high off the bench in the previous meeting against Daytona State. So the Falcon killer.
And you hit shots like that from the corner, especially when you get a clean look like that right in front of the Falcon bench. That's how you become that Falcon killer that Madut was.
The Falconer. Getting a little hood over the bird, right? Under 10 to go, little floater, does not fall. Madut the rebound. Folsom. Take it in, backing out. Madut back to Folsom in the corner, guarded quickly by Allen. Second unit here for Eastern Florida doing some damage and drawing the foul. Folsom will go to the line. He's the best free throw shooter on the team at 86%.
And Folsom doing a tremendous job of getting that penetration. It looked a nice pass by Warren, Madut wide open in the corner to hit that three ball.
Folsom makes the first. The Mel High Bulldog. Freshman who was injured last year had to redshirt. Jeremy Shulman calls him the pit bull. Can't make the second, so that'll drop the free throw percentage down a tad. Titans by a touchdown here on Super Bowl weekend. Madut's still down low.
They say stepped out of bounds on the drive. Clive Allen
starting to get away a bit. Down 7.
It's been Folsom, Ali, and pretty much it. They've combined for 14 of the 21 Titan points in this first half. For Daytona State, really trying to find something after those 2 threes by Carl Gentry early on.
Folsom down and timeout.
Some extracurricular activity between Folsom and Clive Allen.
Wow.
Right along the sideline. Look at Folsom. Got a little bit of trouble.
Stay with it.
Play, call timeout, and then Clive Allen getting a little, well, since it's Super Bowl weekend, would that be illegal contact 5 yards? Would that be 15 yards for personal foul?
Yeah. And mentioned it earlier, the Cocoa Tigers band in the house, directed by Harley Hoddle. Got the Eastern Florida gear on. Making a short trip over from Cocoa. Providing a soundtrack to Titans basketball here this afternoon.
Something about a band in an arena kind of brings the atmosphere of the game to another level.
Yes, that's what makes basketball, right?
Yeah, the fans, the band, it really makes it feel like a big-time event, and especially with the significance of this game, especially after Daytona State's huge victory on Wednesday versus College Central Florida.
Oh, Ali just back into the game. Too hot to handle from Folsom.
Trying to set up a little cut and try to set it up there right in front of me. Now Lee just lost a handle on the nice pass by Folsom.
Gordon uses the screen from Genty. Back to Callaway, into the corner it goes. 3 on the way, will not fall. Madut had the rebound and it's finished off by Ahmed Ali. Running at full speed, Ali pops it up. Adhiki corrals it. Like that Shaq Carter. Now Adhiki. And he'll let the 3 fly. Nothing but nylon.
The slow ball fake to Ali, who was open in the corner, gave him the separation that he needed. Shoots 48% from 3, the best on the team, and he knocks it down with no effort.
And Adhiki, 6'9". Not your prototypical 3-point shooter.
Well, with the way the game of basketball is going, you need guys that range who can shoot 3 and play defense as well.
That's a matchup nightmare. And there's a foul. As all of a sudden the Titans up by 10.
Look at Adhiki after that pass by Folsom. Little ball fake right there. Creates the separation he got from Genchi and hits down that 3.
In time, it will be Mark Gordon. 69% free throw shooter, shoot 2. Knocks down the first, sophomore out of Eustis, Mount Dora Christian. 16 points against College of Central Florida on Wednesday. Averaging 15.8 per game to lead the team. He's got 2 there from the free throw line. 5 for the game.
Yeah, missed the previous 4 games before coming back in that big upset. So having him coming off the bench to go along with this very potent lineup can be used. And they can really use him right now as they're down 8.
Now your leading scorer coming off the bench. Nice luxury. Folsom staying in there to run the point. So Ali now the off guard, a little pick and pop. Abayev, his second dunk of this one. It's 26-16. Abayev has 6. Under 7.5 to go. Titans back up 10. Edwards along with Gordon. Taking the pass from Callaway, spins as Gordon. 3 was denied, shot clock to 2 with 1. Off balance shot doesn't go. Madut has the board. Folsom to Ahmed Ali. Back out to Madut. Offensive foul out of control.
Ali really wanted to try and kick it out, but a little bit indecision. But look at this beautiful backdoor play and the two-hand stuff.
Coach Schulman with the magic green shirt today.
Wow, he stepped out of it. Looked like he stepped over the line.
Distracted by the shirt. And unforced error.
Seen that a lot more often in basketball. Players just have a lack of concentration for a split second and don't know where they are.
If it's like a 1-possession game, you remember those moments. The corner. Shooting hasn't quite been there for drawing the foul. It was Clive Allen. I was about to say shooting hasn't been there, and it continues to have a lid on the basket. They've been held to 16 points in this first half.
Didn't let it get a chance for the Titans to set up that zone, and look at Allen just weaving his way inside the trees and getting that foul.
Going to the line, Clive Allen, sophomore out of the Bronx, New York. Transfer from Robert Morris in Pittsburgh. Makes the first free throw. 76% from the line. That leads the Falcons team.
Daytona State still really trying to find their way offensively. Haven't been able to get much of a rhythm. Take out those 2 threes by Genchi. They've really been struggling trying to find something consistent, and get credit to the Titans with that 2-3 zone, forcing the Falcons to take some tested deep 3-pointers, and on the other side, not being able to stop the dribble penetration and the backdoor cuts.
Madut misses the dunk. He was slicing through the air though. And on the other end, they can't connect. One and done one more time for the Falcons. 26-18. Ali flicking it out to Madut, stepped on the line. A lot of turnovers here as we look back at his attempt to jam it home.
Look at the vision. Warren to Ali on the back door, but he...
2 hands, man.
Yep, couldn't get it. Second missed dunk the Titans have had.
And Shaq Carter. Still an 8-point contest. 6 minutes to go. Nathaniel Jack will check in next dead ball. Genty was tumbling down the lane, up and under. Carter got smacked in the face.
Genty's going to get called for that loose ball foul. And the activity again by Shaq Carter, forcing a tough contestant. A little poke in that left eye.
On the other end, we're in the bonus here. Eastern Florida will have the 1-and-1. Carter to the line, trying to get on the scoreboard here tonight. 61% from the line, and gets the first one to drop after a nudge from the back of the rim.
You'll take it any way you can get it, but the problem is the second free throw. Previous 2 times they've been to the line, they've hit the first and they missed the second.
He's at least earned the second one here. Unable to do so. Jinxed him. 27-18. Falcons hanging in there, despite really having a poor night from the field. Launching the three. As I say it, it's drained by Rasheed Brown. From downtown it goes. 27-21, lead cut to 6.
Maybe that could be the basket that can lift the lift for this Falcon offense.
And could make it back-to-back possessions with points. Down the line, up and under is good. Rasheed Brown, 5 straight points. And it's a timeout for Eastern Florida as the lead's been cut to 4.
A tremendous effort those last 2 possessions by Daytona State. The defense translating to offense, and now Eastern Florida State, really, they're the ones now playing back on the heels. Here's that first deep 3 from the top. Brown cuts it down and going in transition. Nice up and under move by Mark Gordon. And all of a sudden the Falcons find themselves down only 4, despite not really playing their best basketball in this first half.
So the assist there to Brown that time, not the points. Gordon now with 7. That leads Daytona State College. Jacket is off with 5 minutes to play in the first half for Eastern Florida's Jeremy Schulman. Folsom, Abayev, Warren now circles around. It's to Ali, long 3 on the way, it's good. Ahmed Ali has 3 threes in this first half, a total of 11 points.
And a good job by Ali, staying strong with the finish in spite the closeout and getting bumped down.
Lead back up to 7. Trying to answer and able to do so, Clive Allen. Clive is alive, another 3. His first field goal, in fact. 30-26, 4 minutes to go in the opening half, 4 minutes and change. Abayev, Carter, bumps, and an offensive foul.
Had a little bit more room than expected and leaned in with that right shoulder. Nice ball fake. If he doesn't lean with that right shoulder and draw that contact, he gets the easy basket.
Ezekiel Balogun will come in for Eli Abayev. Down by 2 possessions here. Final 4 minutes of this first half. Falcons continue to hang in there. Titans has had a lead as much as 10. Unable to put the half away. Down low, and the lead now cut to 4.
And you're starting to see Daytona State figuring out this 2-3 zone for the Titans, and a nice easy feed to Gentry, who now has 8.
And now they'll have the turnover in their favor and can play for the tie or the lead on this possession with 3:28 on the clock.
Great defense by the Falcons here as you see the drive by Deakin, just lost it off the hands going into that double team, and the Falcons trying to get their first lead of the afternoon.
Nuga back on the court for Eastern Florida. Staying in that 2-3 zone. And trying the alley-oop, and Adhiki got in the way and whistled for the foul. Silas.
Number 32, Silas Adhiki, his third.
Third personal for Silas, and Abayev right back off the bench. Same with Shaq Carter. 2 captains will re-enter the match. Gordon back to the line, where he's perfect 2 for 2. Make that 3 for 3. 16 points the other night against College of Central Florida.
And if you're Coach Pastrana, we would have told you that Bryce Williams only had 2 free throws.
That's it.
And have a chance to have this game tied with just over 3 minutes left in the first half.
Just the 1 point, only made one of the 2.
Yeah, he'll take it.
And we are tied at 30. Shade over 3 minutes to play opening half. Ali weaving and scoring. Ahmed Ali. He's got 13 points. The go-to man on this team. Here's Williams along with Allen. Trying to drive the baseline, cut off by Abayev. Brown into the corner to Gordon, backs it back out. Rashid Brown into the corner, shot clock at 4, mishandled by Allen. Shot clock to 1, it's an air ball.
And a good job closing out late by Eastern Florida, and especially by Logan Forsum, forcing that tough contest later in the shot clock by Allen.
Titans third in the nation in opponent field goal percentage, 37.2. So they do play stout defense. So third in the nation in rebounds per game, 51.6. And there's a trip. And this will be Ahmed to the line, which is about automatic as it gets, an 83% free throw shooter.
Allen called for the reach in, much to the dismay of Coach Pastrana right in front of us.
First trip to the free throw line for Ahmed Ali. Sitting on 13 points here. His first free throw is good. He'll earn a second.
It seems as tight an offense from the last time they played Daytona State to now, much more fluent and going more backdoor. They really struggle with Daytona State being only scoring 70 points. On pace for it right now, and Ali has 15.
Relatively low scoring first half here, 34-30.
And it feels like it's almost playing similarly to when the last 2 teams played in that 70-62 matchup.
Defensive teams, Brown to Williams, spins, gets the shot away, and it's in and out. Unforgiving rim there. Folsom with the ball and a 4-point lead. Now Ali. Uses the screen from Shaq Carter. Abayev, oh, the pass was just a little off. Too tough to handle.
Abayev with a beautiful cut right behind the baseline. Couldn't hang on to it to get the assist for Ali. Playing a little 2-man game with Shaq Carter. Abayev moving late. Abayev can hold on to it.
So 4-point lead with about 90 seconds to go here in the half. And Shaq Carter comes away with a steal. A little help from his friends as Folsom dribbling. And eventually giving it up to Nuga. Folsom, 19 on the shot clock. Ali, screen from Shaq Carter. Down low, turned over once more. Trying to make too many crazy passes. Is that one off the mark? Nuga the rebound. Folsom off and running. So they can connect this time. A foul. A block, and Folsom will go to the line.
Folsom again. I'm really impressed with the way he's been able to go strong to the cup and absorb the contact with the double teams and getting himself to the foul line regularly.
Folsom earlier in the season was inked in as a starter, but more of a relegated to more of a bench role and a super sub, if you will. Bringing the energy, and boy, he's missed 2 free throws tonight, which is uncharacteristic. He'll have another here. Makes this one, it will give Titans a 5-point lead. And make it so. On the other end, Williams back out, 40 seconds left in the half. Lost the handle, but fouled was Bryce Williams, a freshman out of Tampa. And in that double bonus, go to the line. Williams, a 77% free throw shooter, man who had 19 points against College of Central Florida in the big upset. In season high 26 against these Titans on the 17th of January. Made 6 3-pointers in that game, so been held in check mostly tonight. Or this afternoon, rather. First free throw is up and good. Now Williams just has 2 points now. And this is the second. About a 5-point differential. Shot clock and game clock. Under 30 to go. Ali up and good. Shot clock will be off in the next 23. Ahmed Ali. He's going to rack it up here in the first half. 17 points for Ahmed Ali, with 10 seconds to go. Playing for the last shot of the Falcons. They're down by 6. Williams spins in the lane, shot up, off the mark, rebound, the buzzer expires. And the half is over, and it's 37-31 at the half. Titans by 6. So Ali with 17 to lead the way as we await an interview with head coach Jeremy Schulman. Good defensive performance for the Titans, but I'm sure there's some things that Jeremy Schulman will like to clean up as we go into the second half. Got to get some contributions other than Ahmed Ali. Hiki just 3 points. And here is Coach Schulman with Victor Anderson.
Well, Coach, so obviously the defense wasn't the way that you wanted to end this first half with. What adjustments do you make going into the second 20 minutes?
Well, first thing is we got to take care of the basketball. I mean, it's hard to score the basketball if you keep giving it to the other team. I mean, it's the same thing in football, basketball, anything you play. I mean, you can't turn the ball over. Just avoid making mistakes. If we avoid making mistakes and just play solid defensively, we'll have a chance second half.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Chef, back to you.
Thanks, Victor. Got to cut down the turnovers, he says. And they have the chance here to get their 22nd win of the season. They got the lead at the half by 6 over Daytona State. We'll be back.
Join us for the second annual Backyard Barbecue Blues and Brews Cook-Off and Family Fest on Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Melbourne campus of Eastern Florida State College. Sample food from teams of amateur cooks competing for cash prizes, trophies, and bragging rights. Plus, enjoy bluegrass music by Penny Creek Band and a Kid Zone. For more information, contact the EFSC Alumni Association. All proceeds will benefit the EFSC Foundation Student Scholarships.
Getting a college education that can lead to an excellent career is at your fingertips with online classes at Eastern Florida State College. We offer 240 courses online, providing convenience and flexibility to meet the needs of every student, especially busy adults juggling jobs and families. Many degrees are offered completely online, including 12 bachelor's degree tracks in today's fast-growing job fields of business, computer technology, and healthcare. You can also complete an associate's degree and college certificate online, making it easier than ever to get the education you need.
Taking online classes has really made life easier for me. Being a father of a toddler, I was typically busy from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. Online classes allowed me to start at 7:30, and work till 11 o'clock at night. It's just a really good option for someone who's got a lot going on.
Whether you're entering college right after high school or are already in the workforce and returning to advance your career, Eastern Florida's online classes are the perfect fit. They offer the same high academic quality, outstanding instructors, and small class sizes found in our traditional on-campus classes, ensuring you receive personalized instruction to help you succeed. Eastern Florida's online courses are offered in 12-week and 16-week formats, giving you still more study options. We also offer something no other online college can provide: campuses right in your backyard in Titusville, Cocoa, Melbourne, and Palm Bay. That means you can take classes online and still visit any of our 4 campuses to get help with one-on-one advising, tutoring, financial aid, and more.
You can go on campus, even if you're taking an online class, you can go there for tutoring, writing labs, professor office hours. You can go to the library, study. I mean, all the resources are there, just like they are for the other students that go on campus.
Take advantage of this great opportunity and get started with your online education today at Eastern Florida State College. To learn more, visit easternflorida.edu/go/elearning.
The college is so amazing, like the Dare to Finish scholarship. What kept me from finishing my degree sooner was finances. My husband and I were talking about me returning to school, and we've got to do this. I've got to finish it. I'm 1 class away, and the next day I got the brochure in the mail and I said, I'm doing this, I'm going forward. For students that are in a similar situation, I would say don't give up. I would say there's always hope. To reach out to their college, talk to advisors, see what avenues, scholarships there are, help that's available. Once you're in school, if you're worried about being able to get good grades, you're worried that you're not going to be able to pass. I mean, there's learning labs. I spent so many hours, countless hours in the learning lab. There's ways to get you to get good grades and pass and learn the information and do well. So I would say don't let anything get in your way. Get into the school, see an advisor, and dare to finish.
Bates will start the game with a 3 and switch. She knew it. Bates going off right underneath the basket. Morales. That's of course a quick shot. Bates, high arcing 3. And it's going away. Avia was telegraphed and she made
Eastern Florida State College women's basketball team takes on the Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern College. Live Wednesday at 5 on WEFS.
Back at the Titan Fieldhouse, halftime as the Cocoa Tigers marching band taking care of the tunes here and the beat. And right now the beat is in the favor of Eastern Florida. They lead by 6, 37-31 at the half against Daytona State College. Jeff Radcliffe along with Victor Anderson here. What do you make of that first half? It seemed like there were a couple chances for Eastern Florida to pull away, but clawing back were the Falcons a bit.
And really a credit to Daytona State for sticking with their game plan of making it a slugfest, knockdown, drag-out fight. That's the way they've been winning all of these games this season, and kind of how they were tight in the previous meeting with the Titans.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Ahmed Ali leading the way with 17 points, but right off the start,
going in transition with two great dunks on transition, and here's Ali hitting the three-pointer. 17 points for Ali in the first half, and the three-pointer, Jeff, was really the catalyst for the Titans in this first half. Ali with the 3, and how about Logan Forso coming off the bench, hitting a big 3, sparking the offense for the Titans. But give credit to Daytona State playing sound defense, and how about a 3 from the corner from Junior Madu, giving the Titans a lead. They led by as many as 9, and here's another 3. The big man, Adiki with the three-pointer, and it felt like Daytona State was going to find themselves in a bit of trouble as Lee hit his second of his 3 three-pointers in the first half. But credit Daytona State battling back. Carl Gentry 2 threes in the first 3 minutes. And here comes Mark Gordon coming off the bench. The College with that big upset win over College of Central Florida.
Gordon had 9 points in the first half.
And once again, another three-pointer, this time off the hands of Clive Allen. And Gordon with the nice up and under move with the right hand. Daytona State, being down as many as they were, continued to fight in that Clive Allen 3, got them back down to within 2, but the Titans were able to extend the lead to 6 as they approached the second half.
Genty had 8 points. Again, Gordon with 9 to lead the way for the visiting Falcons, who have kept it close as they go get set for the second half action, which we will have for you momentarily. Teams coming back out. It's Eastern Florida 37, Daytona State College 31. Second half coming your way right after this on WEFS.
Join us for the second annual Backyard Barbecue Blues and Brews Cook-Off and Family Fest on Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Melbourne campus of Eastern Florida State College. Sample food from teams of amateur cooks competing for cash prizes, trophies, and bragging rights. Plus, enjoy bluegrass music by Penny Creek Band and a Kids Zone. For more information, contact the EFSC Alumni Association. All proceeds will benefit the EFSC Foundation's student scholarships.
Join local sportscaster Eric Kohler as he hosts Eastern Florida State College coaches and student athletes for a closer look inside Titan sports. Produced in partnership with Florida Today, the weekly in-depth program covers the 11 Titans men's and women's sports teams through game footage and coaches' analysis. Get closer to the action Thursday night at 8 here on WEFS.
My wife is currently in the Air Force, so I decided to be a stay-at-home father.
I'm a retiree and a full-time student.
I did online classes because I was traveling and it was easy to take the classes with me.
I am graduating today with my bachelor's in business administration.
If it wasn't for the online classes, I would not be standing here today.
There shouldn't be any procrastination, just get out there and go do it.
We meet on a regular basis with industry partners, and we establish what their positions are, what their demands are, what the skill sets are, and we're constantly adjusting the curriculum to meet those goals. What we pride ourselves in here is having a work-ready product. Somebody that can literally go into the workforce, knows the equipment, have put their hands on it before, knows the software, knows the programming languages, knows how to work with the networks, and can be productive within their first week of work. One of the other things that we see a lot from the industry is more and more demand for soft skills. And we've incorporated into the curriculum courses like project management that enables those students to really see what it's like to work with others and to be part of a team, not just an individual effort.
Currently, I'm enrolled at Eastern Florida State College in the AMT program, that's Aircraft Maintenance Technology, and is a program that just started. I'm a member of the first class here at Eastern Florida. Everything we do here is FAA approved. When you're finished with this program, you will be able to receive your AMP as long as you pass all of the FAA written tests. All of the instructors here are ANPs. They have that background. Some of them have military backgrounds, some of them have teaching backgrounds already. My instructor, for example, Hampton, he was in the Army. When he got out of the Army, he took AMP school, got his AMP, and he's been working in the industry ever since. Most of the other AMP schools are just bookwork. And we actually have the cool equipment, we've got the planes, we've got the engines to work on and get that experience that you can't really get anywhere else. My biggest interest after graduating here is going to be aerospace. Those aerospace facilities like SpaceX, Northrop Grumman, GE, those are probably my top 3.
Bates will start the game with a 3 at the switch. She knew it. Bates going off, but right underneath the basket, Morales. That's forced the quick
Florida State College women's basketball team takes on the Buccaneers of Florida Southwestern College. Live Wednesday at 5 on WEFS.
Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it's like that. Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it's like that. Come on, ride with me. Now you're on your way, like it.
Back in Melbourne, the Titan Fieldhouse, where Eastern Florida State College with a 6-point halftime lead gets start for half number 2. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, joined by Victor Anderson. Let's talk maybe about adjustments. If you were Daytona State, do you do anything different because you're hanging in there? You just need to make some shots. And if you're Eastern Florida, you heard what Coach had to say.
Yeah, protecting the basketball. That's how teams like this stay in close games, like especially on the road. You have to value the basketball, make each possession very important, especially when you have careless turnovers like the Titans had in the first half. Daytona State, they got to find a way to get themselves some shots inside. They haven't really have a way to work through that 2-3 zone, especially the length on the backside. How do they work around that, especially will be key in this first part of the second half.
Ahmed Ali with 17 to lead the way. Abayev with 5. Really, who's going to step up? Folsom has 7. Here off the bench for Eastern Florida. Of course, he'll stay on the bench here to start the second half. Mark Gordon leading the way with 9 points, again off the bench for Daytona State College. They need some production. Genty has 8. For Eastern Florida, Michael Nuga was held scoreless in that first half, the second leading scorer for the Titans. Let's see if that changes as we're underway. Second half, the Titans moving from right to left as you watch the action here on WEFS, and they go right to work. Jalen Warren now with 3 points.
So the nice double stagger screen at the top of the key, and Warren was able to work his way around and find a nice wide open lane.
The floor was Williams spinning his Kulangis in the corner. 3 on the way, off the mark. We'll get a second chance at it. Rebound corralled in the level for the loose ball. Jump ball it is. Possession arrow back to Eastern Florida if that's the case.
A good job down low inside trying to get that tie up. That was Michael Nuga. And when you can't get anything offensively going, you have to find other ways involved, and he do so with the jump ball. Possession stays with Daytona State.
Long inbound. Kulangis able to corral it. Kulangis had a auspicious start, but only had 2 points to show for it. Genty. The corner, this is Williams. Tipped away. Ali will let it fly to start things off. Follows through and knocks it down.
They're worried about Adeki running down the lane with the run out. You leave Ali wide open, buries the 3-pointer, he has 20.
22-31 the score. The and 1, but you don't get the and, but it will go to the line.
We got at least get to 2 as Nuga called for the foul.
Yep.
Good athleticism, but a little bit too much contact with the body. And foul trouble, Jeff, is going to be something that the Titans have to worry about.
Yep.
Adeki with 3 fouls. Ali with a pair of fouls in that first half.
Carter as well with 2. And this will be Genty to the line, 53% free throw shooter. This goes according to script. He'll make 1 of 2, and he misses the first.
It's kind of been for both sides in that first
half.
half.
Free throw shooting has not been great.
And both teams not really strong at the free throw line. Daytona State, 68% from the charity stripe. Eastern Florida State College, 69, just under 69%.
Genty, the freshman out of Miami. They can at least get 1 of 2 on this trip down. He makes the second. He's got 9 points. And it's a 10-point advantage for Eastern Florida. They've got the basketball with Jalen Warren. Fabulous freshman. Nuga back out. Warren. Nuga from the corner. No, he's short. Ali corrals it and puts it back. He's got 22.
Ali gets the hands on it, knocks it away, gets the left-handed floater, largest lead for the Titans. And Daytona State, they need to get a basket here. They can't afford to let this game get away from them.
Ali averaging just under 19 points a game. He's already over that. Just a shade over halfway through this one. 2 minutes into the second half. Three from the corner from Genty, no. And Hickey battling for the rebound, got the help he needed on that one, couldn't get it clean, but Eastern Florida has the basketball. 44-32, lead out to 12. This is danger time here for Daytona State.
And playing right into the Titans' hands, starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Falcons had slowed it down towards the end of the first half, making it grounding out possession after possession.
Boy, Nuga splitting the defense, puts it up with the left hand and scores it. Nuga's on the board now with 2.
And that's how you become the second leading scorer on this team. Tremendous athleticism.
And hauled down and put back up. Off the front iron, no good. Off and running are the Titans. Nuga to the basket one more time and rolls it in. Back-to-back buckets for Michael Nuga, sophomore out of Toronto. And off the glass, and another rebound for Ahmed Ali. Hasn't seen a rebound he didn't like. Ali from distance. Got a Abayev with the rebound and then an offensive board on top of that.
And a foul on the rebound. And look at Nuga slicing his way through that defense. And once again, next possession, off balance right hand. Could have been called for a and one on either of those trips to the floor.
Nuga will get a breather. Well, just when he was getting warmed up. Warren will inbound for Eastern Florida. So 6-point lead at halftime is now up to 16. Abayev couldn't get it to drop.
Could be called
and
for
he's
a
foul.
travel.
Off. He travel?
Yep. Drag that pivot foot where he's trying to spin to his right. 11-1 Titans run to start this second half, and we were kind of talking off air, Jeff. Would Daytona State make that run and get themselves back in it? They need to make this run right now.
Yeah, it's an 11-1 run to start the second half here for the Titans. Shut it down. Allen will go, and again can't get it to fall. Eastern Florida basketball.
And one-and-done possessions aren't going to get yourself back in this ball game. And the Titans are really doing a much better job, as when I interviewed Coach Schulman, they have to protect the basketball. They're doing a much better job of it. And because of it, the offense is a lot crisper and it's much more efficient, especially with Uga getting those 2 baskets.
At Hickey, turnaround shot, and they'll shoot another.
He's had that opportunity for the majority of this game, hasn't really been able to utilize it. Look at him spinning off that left shoulder, finishing strong with the contact of Genty. And he'll try to get the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Redshirt freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, transfer from Evansville. Former Purple Ace, 67% free throw shooter. Coach Schulman called him an unbelievable rebounder, and he gets the 3-point play.
Timeout by Coach Pastrana. Trying to figure out what his team needs to do. It's really one of those starts that you fear as a coach. You had momentum going. You had to lead down to 6 going into the locker room.
And then bang, 14-1 run.
And now you're kind of, not only you've kind of lost all momentum and back to where you started. And really when you have a deficit like this, you have to try and break it down into segments. You want to try and get it down to 10. You want to then try to get it down to 8. Realistically, you want to give yourself a chance being down 2 possessions with 5 minutes left to go. With the Falcons, the way they've been shooting, especially with the contested 3-pointers, that might be tough for them to have to overcome this 19-point deficit.
51-32. Quite the start here for the Titans, looking to go to 5-2 in Mid-Florida Conference play. Daytona State trying to get back to that 500 mark. They're 2-4, so boy, a loss here would put them in a tough spot. Our top two teams make the state tournament automatically. Eastern Florida in control there.
And for Eastern Florida, they're tied right now with Santa Fe College, and they play College of Central Florida tonight. So the Titans
could get a lot more interesting.
It really could, especially if Santa Fe gets the victory, and they're even up at 5-2 with a showdown looming here this Wednesday.
Kalangis able to wrestle that one back with 12 on the shot clock. Clive Allen crosses over. Allen down the lane, up and good. Nice job by Clive Allen. He's got 7. That stops that run. Jalen Warren. Reach in. And a foul on Kalangis.
Coach Michon is real frustrated, but look at the strong take. Could have late contact on the drive by Allen. Should have been called for. Should have been a chance to go to the free throw line. And that's really what Coach Michon has been stressing the majority of this game. Feels like everything has been one-sided in regards to the fouls being called or not called.
Bayev took the inbound and rolls to Ali, calls timeout. Boy, brave going down on the floor with everybody rushing at you.
Heady play by Ali, not wanting to utilize, not really wanting to try and make a bad play. It'll be a full timeout for the Titans.
17-point lead as the Cocoa Tigers band getting back to work. We'll provide the great environment here at the Titan Fieldhouse. The crowds have been here all season, as there's no longer the secret of Eastern Florida's basketball program, one of the best in the state at the junior college level in the NJCAA. You're always going to be entertained coming out here.
And they're one of 4 programs in the state of Florida ranked in the NJCAA top 25, led by College of Central Florida, ranked number 14. And you think about the conference, we mentioned College of Central Florida, with the Titans and Santa Fe College right there nipping at their heels. It's going to be a very interesting final month to see who gets those 2 spots.
Daytona State College, a program on the rise. Again, Eric Pastrana in his first season. And highly regarded. Jalen Warren, little English. Abayev turns with 4 on the shot clock. Shaq Carter with the rebound, tries to put it back. And taken off his hands by Clive Allen. On the move is Brown. Up and under, good. Genty. Genty now with 11, 51-36. Folsom. Ali one-on-one crossing over. Ahmed. Reach in on Allen. Oh, push rather.
That's the 3rd foul on Allen. And already the 4th team foul for Daytona State.
Warren to inbound. Carter. Faced up by Genty. Ali, step back, thought about the 3, getting it away to Warren. 10 on the shot clock. Crosses over, long ball, a little off balance. Abayev has it along the baseline, knocking it off. And it's going to be the Falcons coming away with it.
Trying to do a little backyard play where you're falling out of bounds, throw it off of somebody's legs.
On the baseline. About 14 minutes to play in the second half. And stolen away, Abayev to Folsom. Take it all the way, the layup is good. Logan Folsom has 9 points. 53-36. Lead 17 once more. Gordon. Don't want to get this too far away. You want to reel it back in if you can. It's a foul.
That's on Lee. That's going to be his 3rd. Instead, it's going to be on Shaq Carter. And here's the run out. Good job by Folsom. Looking right. Gives himself that wide open lane on the left with the easy layup. So Carter will have to come on out with his third foul. Nope, he'll stay in.
And Hickey back in for a buy-off. Inbound. Allen will let it fly. Swish.
Allen made that too easy, and a good call up the inbound.
It's a second three-pointer. And one and done, the Titans. No shots on that one. Allen feeling it! Back-to-back threes for Clive Allen. Willing his team back into this game. Timeout, Eastern Florida.
Allen usually a 32% shooter from deep, hits two in rhythm in the last 45 seconds, and all of a sudden the lead is down to 11, and the Falcons are starting to believe they can come back and win this ball game.
13 points now for Clive Allen. Again, started off the bench, the transfer from Robert Morris. 53-42, 11-point advantage.
You see that first three off the great inbound call by Coach Pastrana, hits it from the top, and coming down in transition, Allen loading up, Luka gives him room, Allen makes him pay. And all of a sudden, Daytona State starting to get themselves back in rhythm, only down 11 with plenty of time to put their disposal.
Talking it over, get a man on Allen, slow down the rhythm. Saw them get out to like a 10-point lead in the first half and then got reeled back in time to time and couldn't escape. You think 17 might have done it, but now that's back to 11.
Falcons maybe starting to go on the run that we alluded to off air into this second half. Now the Titans have to weather this mini storm the Falcons are starting to stir up. Ali relatively quiet, as crazy as it sounds. Only 5 points in the second half, but hasn't really gotten any clean looks after getting those quick 5 points in the first 2.5 minutes.
22 at the moment for the game. Out on the heels of 17 in the first. Don't want to come up empty on this possession. So it can be under 10 the other way as Ali misses the shot. Resetting it, Folsom. 12:40 to go. Badut back in the contest for the Titans. And missing the dunk for the second time tonight was Jack Carter. And the look on his face is, what? And missing the three that time. One and done for Daytona State from Kalangis. Ali. Folsom up and under. You're going to be fouled.
And again, Folsom getting a wide open lane to drive, and another missed dunk by Eastern Florida State. Second one by Carter.
Rejected by the rim. Folsom to the line, best free throw shooter on Titans roster at 86%. However, he's missed 2 of his first 4. Now it's 3 of 5. Makes them both that time. So Folsom with 11 points. 55-42, 13-point advantage for the Titans. Jack Carter comes away with the rebound. Another one and done for the Falcons.
Allen had a nice little right-handed floater, 9 feet, just left it short.
Folsom let it hang up there. Carter trying to corral it down on the ground and walk to the basketball. Traveling.
Now you're Daytona State, you get the turnover off the travel. You have to find a way to get Bryce Williams going. Williams only 2 points so far. Been a non-factor offensively.
Yeah, the curse of WEFS focused on him on the pregame. Kick out. Allen's been the hot hands. Folsom not letting him get away easy. Kicking out on the wing. 3 on the way from Rasheed Brown. And Badut has the rebound. Long outlet. Folsom at Hickey lays it in. Good team basketball in transition for the Titans, 57-42.
And a good job by Dickey keeping the possession. Got a clean pass, had to knock away a little bit, almost got the steal. But he was able to keep his hands on that basketball. Good pass by Folsom. And Dickey lost it for a little bit. A lot of people thought he was going to get some contact, but was able to finish. Doesn't get the dump, but gets a layup.
Daytona basketball on the near sideline. Gordon to inbound. 57-42. 15-point advantage. Titans looking to notch their 22nd win of the season here. More importantly, staying within contact of Central Florida in the conference race. There's a foul on Eastern Florida, so the team foul number 3.
And that Dickey, that's going to be his 4th as he came down late, closing out on Frazier.
Frazier, 76% free throw shooter out of Coral Springs. Makes the first. He's got 2 points now.
It almost seems that Daytona State is getting opportunities, being given those chances by the Titans to come back, cut this game to single digits, but haven't been able to get that run to make that a reality.
1 of 2 for Frazier.
Like we've been saying now about almost every trip to the foul line. Only once we've seen someone hit 2 of 2. That was Folsom when he went to the line.
Warren. Ali. Lost the handle, turned over. Coming the other way is Williams. Not so fast, my friend. Don't stay with Daytona State. As Madut made it difficult.
Williams for a brief second had a 2-on-1, but give credit to Madut closing out late, knocking the ball away.
It's Frazier. Williams. I want to use the entire shot clock at this point as we're about to go under halfway in the second half. Abayev pokes it away in transition ahead. Carter that time will land the dunk.
Abayev starting off defensively, and this time Shaq Carter
makes no mistake.
No, he does not.
No more of that garbage. 59-43.
Back in the danger zone for Daytona State. Can't come away empty on this possession.
16-point advantage. Down low is Frazier, turned over. Warren is going to be fouled by Rasheed Brown.
Starting to go the way of the Titans. Good tip going out. Abayev and Carter with the right hand finish.
Future Rutgers Scarlet Knights. See, Root Manyong will check in now. And he will come out with the 4 fouls. Frazier as well will sit down. On the other side for Daytona State, Ali about to inbound.
The thing that I've been impressed with today is the ability for the Titans to utilize their size, particularly on the back end of that 2-3 zone, and offensively getting the tips, giving them more offensive rebounds, more offensive possessions. And that's how you get a lead like this, and that's how you end up going 21-3.
Oh, just fouled Manyong. Wanted to go up strong. Hung up there too much. He'll go to the line.
Giving it to the big fella immediately. Good vision by Ali. Manyong will have to get the 2 from the free throw line.
Manyong raised in Nashville, Tennessee. The South Sudanese parents. Makes the first free throw. He's on the board. 59% free throw shooter. Player with huge upside, according to Coach Schulman. Makes them both. 61-43. Brown to Williams. And Gordon back to Williams, steps inside, going to the lane. Manyong making the contact.
Call a foul on Jalen Ward.
Huh. Just his first personal. Team's fourth. On the other side, the Titans already in the bonus. Williams can't land the first.
Kind of a microcosm of the afternoon for the Falcons.
In and out. Man who had 26 points against Eastern Florida last time out has the free throw to make his point total now 3 in this one. So the Titans' job done there.
Almost a reverse of what happened these last two meetings. Ali was held to this season low. Williams was the one that went off.
The reciprocation. Oh, and another foul. Titans will go to the line on the 1-and-1.
That was a bang play there, Jeff. And Warren driving and should have been called an offensive foul, but officials say it was a blocking foul. And Gentry, that's his fourth.
Warren to the line, or misses the first. Jalen 65%. Makes the second.
Trent continues, hitting 1 out of 2.
Yes. Warren now with 4 points. 62-54. Getting trapped along the baseline. Outlet to Brown. He's hacked. Manyong. That was Madut.
Active defensive activity by the Titans, and coming in late, Madut going over the back. Brown.
Shane Brown back to the line. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania native. To the line, a 68% shooter. No problem on the first. Makes them both. That's at the 62-46. Back to 16.
They'll get a blow at the bench. That's Montre Edwards. We'll see his first action of this afternoon.
Ali, Warren, Ahmed Ali. Is it kicked?
It looks like it was thrown off the leg and then it went out of bounds.
It'll be Eastern Florida basketball. Titans have a 16-point advantage. Warren to inbound. Madut trying to turn among the trees. Pretty lay in there.
When you have that length, even if it's somebody much taller than you guarding you, you have the ability to elevate and use that wingspan to your advantage, like Madut there on the turnaround flow.
Junior with 5 points now on the contest. Down to 8 minutes to play. Lead up to 18. Stolen away. They can make it 20 on this possession. It will be Ali to the rack, and he's fouled.
Again, a good job by the Titans getting the turnover, going into transition. Foul called on Corey Callaway, and again, the active hands of Ali. Warren back to number 23. He'll go to the line to try and get point number 23.
Ahmed Ali. 3 Canadians in that starting 5 here. Jeremy Schulman has that Canuck connection. who happens to be friends with Drake, FYI. We learned that from last year when Drake at a concert in Tampa put on an Eastern Florida jersey.
Does that mean Drake will show up here with Eastern Florida jersey? Asking for some friends.
Yeah, right. Right now it's Titans with all the bling. 20-point advantage. Ali with 24.
Just a moment ago, it was an 11-point game, and you thought Daytona State was going to claw their way back, down 53-42. Since then, 13-4 run by the Titans have created some much-needed separation.
Ali will use the clock, guarded by Montre Edwards. Trying to flick it down low to Magnon. 4 on the shot clock here as the Titans will inbound the basketball. Warren. Inbound Magnon to put it back up. Taps for Abayev. Second opportunity goes for Eli. He's got 7 points, but another rebound. Boy, he's in double digits there.
Rebound is all about effort and hustle. Who wants the ball more? And good job again at the offensive rebound and a foul on the other end.
Abayev with over 500 rebounds in his career at Eastern Florida.
A little too strong by Magnon, but Abayev with that 2 rebounds and a field goal on the second drive.
That's a state of mind, rebounding, right? That's just a skill. To the line here, Genty. Genty just a shade over 50% from the line. And goes to form, will make the second one.
Folsom comes back in. Not as effective offensively in the second half, only 4 points. Had 7 tremendous defense in the first 20 minutes.
The energy that he brought, man, missing both. Genty will stay on 11 points. 68-46, 22-point advantage as the Titans looking to see this one out.
And to show you the effectiveness of this Eastern Florida offense, only 3 times all year they've been held under 75 points.
Oh, 7 points to work with for Daytona.
An offensive foul.
6.5 to go.
That's gonna be on Magnon.
Second on Magnon. That puts Daytona State in the bonus. Timeout for Eric Pastrana's crew, who came to Daytona State as an assistant at FIU, and he was at Northwest Florida for a while before that. Coached under Brad Underwood, the former Daytona State coach, now coach at Illinois when he was at Stephen F. Austin. And then was a GA at K-State under Frank Martin, who is now South Carolina's head coach in the SEC. Michael Beasley was a big player back then, remember him, and then going into the NBA. He's one of the top players in the nation, so he's seen a lot of good quality basketball. You see why he's so highly recommended to take over the Falcons program.
And not only that, but learning under Underwood with those great lumberjack teams with Stephen F. Austin, of course, being a GA with Frank Martin, who last year with South Carolina as a 7 seed made that a miraculous run to the Final Four. And he has a tremendous basketball mind, and wouldn't be surprised if he gets Daytona State to where they want to be, where Eastern Florida State is right now.
Yes.
Now, a lot of colleges on the Division II side, NCAA and Division I, may give him a call to give him a chance to coach one of those programs.
I know job one is to get Daytona State to the top of this conference. It's year one.
Yes.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day.
No, it wasn't.
Get some of the players that he'd like to see in the team. Always a challenge at the NJCAA level. You've got 2 years, so you got to get it right. And that one doesn't fall. Abayev another board. Harassed a bit by Montre Edwards.
Montre, of course, has a twin brother, Montreal, where 12 and 13, both from the state capital, Tallahassee. Went to Goolsby High.
That's got to be a powerhouse in many sports up in the Panhandle. Zabaev will go to the line. Sophomore out of Deerfield Beach, Zion Lutheran. Well, what a career he has had. A do-it-all player for Coach Jeremy Schulman. He's led by example. Makes the first free throw. Zabaev now with 25, can make it 26 with the free throw.
He can really do it in so many different ways, especially when he gets those rebounds. And again, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line.
Oh. I misspoke. He's got 9 now. 9 points. So now slicing and dicing was Gordon. Gordon's got 11. Folsom. A 21-point advantage for the Titans.
You have a big lead this big, run the shot clock, run your offense, get a quality look.
Folsom with 3 on the shot clock. Shot on the way from Warren won't fall. That was Jack rather. And drawing the foul, Mark Gordon.
Gordon got caught trying to get his hand in that cookie jar, trying to get the steal.
His second, team's 8. Mark Gordon to the line.
Really, Daytona State, if you look at the rest of their schedule, you got FSC Jacksonville on Wednesday, and then they have a week off before they take on Santa Fe College on Valentine's night. They have 3 of their final 5 games after today at home. So an opportunity for the Falcons to try and, if they win out, get some help, maybe cracking that top 2 and qualify for the state playoffs.
Gordon makes both. Warren did check out. I misspoke. It wasn't Jack on that last 3. And with 5:17 to go, it's a 19-point advantage for the home team, the Eastern Florida State College Titans. Again, their first season in the Mid-Florida Conference, coming over from the Southern Conference. It's a conference in which they dominated 5 consecutive conference titles. They made the national tournament the last 3 years and then advanced to the national championship game versus Hutchinson, Kansas in their home gym and hung in there to the very end in that tournament. 31-6 a year ago. Looking to get back there.
And you think the rigors of playing in this Mid-Florida Conference is serving them well, because you got College of Central Florida, who is the top-ranked team in the NJCAA polls right now, number 14. And they have another matchup with them coming up on the next Saturday. So a chance, if a couple of things break right. Remember, Santa Fe College does play College of Central Florida later on tonight. That could be for first place in the conference, and they've already lost twice earlier in the season to College of Central Florida.
So the tiebreaker on the head-to-head they would have, but you never know. You want to keep the pressure on Santa Fe, though, too, to make sure you lock up those playoff spots. And there's a reason to join this conference. 5 minutes to go, stolen away, Gordon. 2 more. A little bit of pressure here being employed by Daytona State.
And Genty calling for reaching in, and I believe that's going to be his 5th.
15 points for Gordon, meanwhile. And it'll be Ali to go to the line. I think we're going to see a lot of free throws here in the next 5 minutes. Titans in the double bonus. Ali for 2. Automatic.
Fouls on number 5, Carl Genty, his 5th.
25 points for Ali. And Genty has fouled out. And this is the second. 18-point advantage. Gordon kicking out. Williams Some threes. Gordon instead will step inside. Tough shot. And he's bailed out by a foul.
Shaq Carter extending out that leg. That's going to be his fourth. See Carter, nice ball fake. A little bit of contact on the lower body.
Gordon back to the line. He's been solid, I believe perfect from the free throw line tonight. 6 for 6 by my count, not official. 7 for 7. Team lead now with 16 points. We get 17 here, make it so. Backing off the press, Folsom on the ball. Bayev to Ali, will invite people to come out to him. Handling the basketball and draws the foul.
Clive
Allen, boy. Stops the clock, but puts Ali back to the line.
Ali to the line.
25 points for Ali, 17 of them coming in that first half. When he and Folsom were really that 1-2 punch to ignite the Titan offense.
He makes the first. And this is the second. Abayev there in position to rebound, but loses it out of bounds. You see the anguish on his face when he didn't get it.
Wanted to get that rebound, and well, at least 25 more seconds off that clock.
Yeah. $21:54. Falcons want to have something to say about this before it's all said and done. Why not Gordon? And Adhiki has the rebound. Gives it to Folsom along the baseline, trapped a bit. Adhiki there for the outlet on the release of pressure.
Gotta get it over. They weren't aware of it. 10 seconds. Was it? No,
timeout? No, they called
10-second violation.
Yep. Boy, a quick 10.
Problem, and the thing is with Adhiki, he wasn't able to get the ball out of his hands quickly enough to either Folsom or Ali to give himself more time to bring it up past the timeline.
So turnover after good defensive possession. Allen. And Williams, yes. Bryce Williams, his first field goal. Comes with 3:40 to play in the game. Adhiki will lay it in to answer. He's got 10. And Williams just 6 points. And if that foul's on Adhiki, he'll be fouled out. Yep.
Not before he puts a exclamation point on his day with 10 points.
Jeff Calanges to the line.
Calanges.
And Calanges has been really a non-factor. Had that 27-point performance versus College of Central Florida in their upset victory. Only 2 points.
Yeah, left it all out there.
Yeah.
Calanges just 2. Sophomore. And will stay at 2 as he misses first free throw. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way out. How often do you see it where a team gets a monumental upset and then the next game they come up a little flat? Calanges makes the second of the 2 free throws. And Jack is fouled. Yep.
Fouls on number 1, Corey Calloway, his third.
Callaway's third personal. Jack to the line, 63% free throw shooter out of Calusa Prep in Miami by way of Canada. This is the first free throw. Jack's trying to get on the scoreboard in this one. And unable to do so. Allen quickly the other way, under 3.5 to go. Behind his back, Ali runs into a brick wall.
Foul called on Allen. Initiating the contact on Clive Allen.
Jalen Warren in. Third personal for Jalen.
Clive Allen to the line.
Allen, best free throw shooter on the team, 76%. Makes that one rain.
Nathaniel checks back on. Nathaniel Jack.
Some both. 15 points for Allen. Nuga brushing off a foul. Abayev controls it and knocks it down. Pretty layup for Eli Abayev.
Again, you're giving them the wide open lane where you trap and you have numbers on the other end.
9 points for Eli. A rebound from Michael Nuga. Out of traffic, he's fouled.
And again, when you get trapped and you have numbers the other way, Abayev finishing strong, seeing the player come through on his left side and gets the layup.
Still a 15-point advantage. Ahmed Ali will do some floor maintenance.
4 Titans in double figures. And Nuga, not one of them is. Hey, Muhammad Ali, hey, they say Ali can do it all.
Yeah. See if he can play in the Coco Band as well.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Nuga to the line. His 4 second-half points. Will stay there. 70% from the line. Nuga, a player that can really fill it up. 13.5 points a game on the average. Had one game against ASA Miami in which he had 35. Not so tonight. Makes the second of 2. Just 5 points tonight. So many different weapons, though, for this Eastern Florida team. It's a different player every night.
And along with Ali, you know he's going to get his.
Yeah.
And I really think the key is that the rebounding, the hustle, and Folsom going to peel it out, run some shot, run some clock, and Titans well on the way to win number 22.
Folsom to Ali. Keeps it alive. Nuga from long range makes it rain. Michael Nuga will extend the lead out, trying to answer. Who else? Abayev with the board. 19-point advantage. Now it's stolen away and scored by Callaway. His first bucket of the game comes with 2:11 to play.
Good presence, and Callaway called for the Callaway good to strip. Gets the foul, gets the layup. Williams called for his third.
Ali back to the line, sitting on 26. 27, 80 to 62. Give the Titans a 19-point lead, coming up on 2 minutes to play with this free throw. Does just that. Ahmed Ali, 28 points. Remember, 5 points in the first meeting between these two.
And it's a credit to Coach Shulman getting Ali involved in different ways, and what worked the first time has stolen away. And they'll call a foul on Bryce Williams.
Again, it was Ali with another rebound. Yeah, that game was 70 to 62 against Daytona State in that first meeting on the 17th. Titans led by 17 at the half in that one. Led by 6 here today at the half.
It was really almost an opposite of what happened.
Yeah.
Big lead in the first meeting. Falcons came back, had it down to 4 with just under 4 minutes left before the Titans were able to put them away finally as Ali now with 29. This game has been almost it looked like it was going to be a repeat of what happened, except the minimal lead of 6 and then a big 11-1 run to start the second half. And that kind of put the game out of reach. And you see Coach Shulman.
20-point lead. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Still coaching your team. Still coaching your team. Want to make sure that they still execute for all 40 minutes.
That's more than about just this game. 21-point lead. Ali now with 30 points.
And foul number 4. Oh, check that out. Call a foul on Folsom. That'll be his second.
Foul's number 11, Logan Folsom, his second.
Ahmed Ali's top point total this year was 37. That came in a game against Miami-Dade back in December. Allen back to the line.
It's a Falcon team that's going to be back next year with Coach Pastrana. And he has them going in the right direction. When you're playing in a conference like the Mid-Florida Conference with tough competition every single night, and not only in this region as well, the Falcons will be a force to be reckoned with once he gets his players to buy in and another year under him and his staff.
Allen's had a big second half. 12 points, now 17 total. And back to the free throw line we go.
I believe that's going to be the 5th on Allen.
Foul number 4, Clive Allen.
He says it all. He's been frustrated with the whistles the majority of this game, and a couple of calls that he's felt that's gone the way of the Titans. And Coach Shulman has had some grievances as well. Still working the officials.
Ali back to the line. Make it 31 points. A lot of them coming from the free throw line in the second half.
22nd time the Titans have reached that 80-point total. Looking to go to 20-2.
32 points for Ahmed Ali. And a bit of an answer there for Bryce Williams. Looks pretty. Now Abayev will have it. 90 seconds to go. Ali up and under. It's up and down. 34 for Ahmed Ali. 87-66. Three-pointer rims out along the line. Oof. This is pretty.
Beautiful finish by Williams, who is
big ups.
Highlighted him on our player profile. Been a not factor today.
Ooh, knocking that long ball down was Galandis.
Timeout called.
That would be 6 points for Jeff.
Timeout Daytona.
With 1:07 to go, it's an 18-point advantage. What could you be saying in each huddle right now? Finish strong if you're Eric Pastrana. Really, you're saying that in both, right? You want to finish with some authority.
Yep. And continue to execute on both sides. And most importantly, in a game like this, as you see the Cocoa High School band providing a little extra energy in our matchup this afternoon. And for both sides, you want to continue playing well, and especially if you're Daytona State, you had the big upset versus College of Central Florida, going back on the road, had it within 6 at halftime, give up a big run to start the second half, and haven't really had a chance after that. And now you have a chance. And now, looking at the remainder of your schedule, you got FSC Jacksonville on Wednesday. Then you have a week off. Then you take on Santa Fe College, and you have 3 of your last 5 at home. So really a chance to finish strong, and if some things break your way, can still find yourself in playoff contention.
Our next TV game will come against Jacksonville on the 17th. Warren actually good to run some clock here by not scoring that. Nuga. Folsom. Ali, long range three is good. That ties his season high, 37 points for Ahmed Ali. It's 90-69. Abayev another board. Wow.
That's how you score 1,000 points in a career. Hitting them from everywhere today.
25 seconds left in this one. Left him alone? I'll take it from NBA range.
And he had a quiet 5 points in the first 6 minutes, and then all of a sudden, boom, he ends up with 37.
Make it 40. No. Can't get that one to go. 8 seconds left. Gordon. Can't get it to fall. Yeah, good rebound and a put back for Mark Gordon. And that should close it out. 90-71 the final. So the Titans, 15th ranked in the country, go to 5-2 in conference play, 22-3 overall. In a game that was relatively tight at the half. Took care of the basketball in the second half, and we'll hear from that man momentarily, Jeremy Schulman. A 19-point win here against their new conference rivals from Daytona State, right up I-95. That's a good show of appreciation being shown by a number of the Titans players going into the crowd to thank them for coming out and supporting them from beginning to end here. The Titans will again play Santa Fe on Wednesday. And a game with some key importance as far as the conference race. Santa Fe in third. And then we'll see them back here on WEFS on the 17th of this month against Florida State College of Jacksonville. But at least for this weekend, time to celebrate as Titans move to 5-2 in conference play, 22nd win of the season. After a 19-point victory here against Daytona State College. Joined now by the head coach, Jeremy Schulman. Last time we had a chat with you, it was not the best of performances. You have to be happy with the way the kids responded. They only had the lead by 6 at the half, but they did what you asked here in the second.
Jeff, I'm really pleased, man. I'm really pleased. First, let me just say what a great group of guys that get to coach every day. And you know, it's one thing as a coach you sometimes lose sight of is how much enjoyable it is being around these individuals, and what a great group of kids. And I thought we really performed today. We've had some great practices which led up to this. And you know, it's a great Daytona club. You know, my hats off. Coach Pastrana does a phenomenal job with those guys at Daytona, and obviously it just beat Central Florida last game.
Helped you out, huh?
It did, absolutely. You know, Pastrana does a good job, and I thought our guys really responded, especially second half.
Ahmed Ali, 37 unofficially. That ties a season high, and you wanted us to focus on him pregame. We did just that, and he came to play.
You know, he's an unbelievably special player. You know, first couple games of conference, you know, he didn't play his best, and I'll be honest, I'll take a lot of blame on that one because he is as good as there is in the country, and just a special kid. I mean, you want to talk about just a hard-working, loyal, sweet kid, and he just came out. I mean, look how deep that three is. I mean, he's a gamer. He's an unbelievable player. He's an unbelievable competitor, an unbelievable teammate.
Sophomore leaders, of course, Eli, another big rebounding day, too. Oh, boy, everything he does for you guys.
Eli is the unsung hero in the country. He's as good as there is of a four-man in the nation. I mean, he just rebounds everything. He plays super hard. He defends. Another great teammate. I love coaching him every day, and I wish I could coach him 2 more years after this because whoever gets him is going to be very, very lucky.
Jeremy, good luck against Santa Fe. I know it's another big one.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks so much, Jeff.
Hey, congratulations. Titans win at 90-71, a 19-point win for the 15th ranked team in the country. Now 5-2 in the Mid-Florida Conference, 22-3 overall. For our entire crew at WEFS, former partner Victor Anderson, our director John Bober, producer Brian Foster, I'm Jeff Radcliffe, saying so long from the Titan Fieldhouse. Eastern Florida a winner, 90-71. Have a good weekend.